close looking at the Bengals' situation at safety and how that could impact targets in this month's draft. The Enquirer in this 11-part series, the Enquirer looks at the strategy for the Bengals' 2019 draft by counting down positional needs from least pressing to most immediate. Bengals beat writers Fletcher Page and Paul Dehner Jr. analyze top players, sleepers, Bengals history, fits and what other experts say. The draft is April 25 to 27 in Nashville. 10, 11th, safety 10th, tight end 9th, running back 8th, wide receiver 7th, cornerback 6th, interior offensive line 5th, quarterback 4th, edge rusher 3rd, defensive tackle 2nd, offensive tackle 1st, linebacker positional priority last. The hit of selecting Jessie Bates in the 2nd round last year set the Bengals up for success. Plus, Shawn Williams enjoyed a quietly productive season and emerged more as a leader for the Cincinnati defense. Clayton Fitz-Gerald filled in admirably in spot duty, including one of the best plays of the season sealing a win in the opener against Indianapolis. Depth is all that remains with the front three intact. Contract status: 2019 Brandon Wilson, 24, Clayton Fitz-Gerald 25, 2020 Shawn Williams, 27, Demetrius Cox, 24, Trayvon Henderson 23, 2021 Cincinnati Bengals safety Clayton Fitz-Gerald, 42, reacts after a special teams tackle in the first quarter during the Week 3 NFL preseason game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills, Sunday, August 26, 2018, at New Era Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Photo, Kareem El-Ghazar. Rate the class lacking at the top. No elite prospects exist, unlike the last few seasons where we saw the likes of Jamal Adams, Malik Hooker, Derwin James and Minkah Fitzpatrick. That's without even mentioning Bates in the 2nd. So, a good year for the Bengals to not need a safety with immediate starting potential. NFL trend on year after pundits speculated the safety market would never bounce back and the league didn't value the position, the market exploded in free agency. The 3 highest paid at the position were signed in free agency last month: Tyrann Mathieu, Kansas City, $14 million per year; Landon Collins, Washington, $14 million; and Earl Thomas, Baltimore, $13.8 million. Then Adrian Amos, Green Bay, $9 million, and LaMarcus Joyner, Oakland, $10.5 million, also landed in the top 10. Meanwhile, the Bengals have Bates on a rookie deal, $1.2 million, and Williams on a team-friendly number, $4.9 million. Overall, the Bengals rank 21st in the NFL in spending toward the safety position. Key variable: Anarumo's defense. Landon Collins played all over the field for Anarumo last year. He served as the hybrid linebacker safety in the Giants' defense. Now, Collins is a special player. Not everyone can do that. In fact, few can. But will Anarumo look to draft somebody with those kinds of skills and see if they can develop into that for a team in desperate need of backers who can cover? If he sees that as a blind spot, you could see a surprise pick in the first 2 days. New York Giants Landon Collins greets fans before an NFL football game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Sunday, November 18, 2018, in East Rutherford, NJ. AP photo, Julio Cortez. Photo, AP, recent draft history 2018, Jessie Bates 3, 2nd round, 54 overall, 2017, Brandon Wilson, 6th round, 207 overall, 2016, Clayton Fitz-Gerald, 7th round, 245 overall, 2015, Darren Smith, 6th round, 297 overall, 2013, Shawn Williams, 3rd round, 84 overall. PFF College Research Pro Football Focus takes a deeper look at safety coverage skills with the forced incompletion percentage stat. This gives credit beyond interceptions and passes defense to give credit to a player for forcing a tough catch that is incomplete or moving the receiver off his spot to keep it from being hauled in. Here are the leaders from last year that could serve as late-round steals with a specific skill set: minimum 20 targets. Jovante Moffitt, Middle Tennessee, 35%; Nasir Adderley, Delaware, 34.8%; Jock Gervis, Iowa, 33.3%; Connie Smith, UTEP, 30.8%; Nico Small, TCEU, 28.6%; South Tight, and Foster Moreau of Sioux Falls in a pass over South safety Darius West of Kentucky during the South Squad Senior Bowl practice at Ladd Peebles Stadium. Photo, John David Mercer, USA Today Sports. Sleepers to track Darius West, Kentucky. Relatively local, hailing from Lima, Ohio, West is a work-ethic guy who could play as an aggressive box safety. He would be a late-round depth piece, but if coaches could develop his recognition and coverage skills, they may be able to turn him into a player. At the very least, his character and intensity on the field would be a snug fit for special teams. Kari Willis, Michigan State, comes in the Fidji Della mold. Not the best athlete, but brings exceptional character and desire. Was a leader on the Spartans' defense and has a lot of the awareness and anticipation you want out of a safety. Bold move, thank you. You're almost signed up for Bengals Beat. Keep an eye out for an email to confirm your newsletter registration. More newsletters. Jonathan Abram, Mississippi State. This would be as bold as it could get. But if looking for a hybrid safety, this would be the top of the line for the draft. Abram will probably go in the first round, so it would take an unexpected slide into the second or a trade back for this to be the move, but he plays like an extra linebacker on the field even at 5'11", 206, they said of defensive coordinator Anarumo. On the hard part of finding a hybrid safety linebacker in the Landon Collins mold, it can be challenging. First and foremost, one of those guys has to have those leadership qualities you want, a guy that's going to have that headset, a guy that's going to get in front of the huddle, the guy that's going to have some command of the rest of the guys. You'd like to have those skills in a number of players, but in particular at that position, instead of a guy that just kind of says what he hears. That stuff to me is invaluable. September 8, 2018, Miami Gardens, FL, USA. Miami Hurricanes defensive back Sheldrick Redwine, 22, celebrates with the turnover chain during the second half against the Savannah State Tigers at Hard Rock Stadium. Mandatory credit, Jason Vin Love, USA Today Sports, where they'll take 1 6th or 7th round, if at all. I don't see this showing up as a priority and could only be a depth piece with special teams potential among the 6 late picks. It could just as easily be a developmental undrafted free agent. Prediction: Sheldrick Redwine, Miami. Has potential to become a special teams ace, which might be the top priority coming from a pick like this. He ran a 4.4 and posted a 39-inch vertical, so he's a high-caliber athlete and plays with aggression and NFL physicality.